Alright, welcome back to the next episode of the last video of entry types. So in this particular type of entries, in this particular episode we'll be talking about risk entry. So with the risk entry, so you can see it, the standards for it is saying that identify a POI of interest on the high time frame and use the lower time frame to refine it, right? It was supposed to be refine it. I just copied and pasted from the previous note that I had to refine it. Refine it. Okay, good. Set a limit order on the refine order block into bracket OB and for entry, right? So required refine order block for entry. It is mostly used if the POI and trade idea is with a trend, right? If it is with a trend, as usual, make sure you see break of structure and other stuff aligning with the trend. It is in a downtrend and other stuff, right? And then you have what do you call it? And then you have also when the lower time frame OB is with the high time frame POI, and when you want to be aggressive on a trade, right? So this one is the type of entries that is practically you want to be aggressive, you want to enter the trade no matter what, whether confirmation or confirmation, just want to enter, you just want to be aggressive, right? And also advantages of these entries is that provides entries to trades that tap the POI and run. So basically sometimes you just see a trade come and tap into the POI and run without any confirmation or without anything. Then it also has good risk to reward ratio as the POI is refunded a lot of time. So just as usual. And also disadvantage is that in case in this case the confirmation by the trader will be limited, right? You don't have you just know that you are entering from here, but I don't know if it will really go into profit or not. And also you can be on the wrong side, hence get stopped out. So when you are wrong, you are going to get stopped out and you'll be in a loss. So that is basically just it. So with this type of entry, let's go to the 30-minute time frame to refine. So we are going to refine. We have a refinement to this candle right there, because that's a candle that gave momentum to the entry. So just have the entry here. Now our entry and stop loss is basically going to be just here, right? And stop loss just here below the order block line, and then our target will be here, right? So that is basically going to be it. Okay, now you know we are entering from here. No, and also make sure, as I mentioned, make sure that this type of entries, it is coming in a very slow momentum, then it taps into and then goes to the, you see this place is slowed down, making you know that the price is practically going to shift in structure. You see it tried to shift but it couldn't. Now it has to go back again, come back, and then give you the strong momentum before it can be able to break the structure. Now maybe it was trying to fill this imbalance and go and also fill this one right here before it can continue. So always keep it in mind, as I mentioned, you have to always know when to enter and then when not to enter a risk entry, right? So all this is very important. Now with this, you can see price tried into the upside, and just like that, you can see, just see how it tapped into no confirmation, no nothing. With this, as it mentioned, this type of entries is aggressive, right? So with this, it's just a tap and run. Okay, provides entries to trades that tap the POI and run. Okay, just tap the POI and run. It doesn't give you confirmation, it doesn't give you anything, you need, right? So this type of entries, you can find confirmation entries right here. It's highly difficult. So you can just see 1, 2, and just like that, tap to inside with full speed and just return to its original direction and continue just like that. So with this one, you see that it's highly difficult for you to get a confirmation entry on this particular type of entries. Hence, you always have to take risk entries, right? Because you are likely not to get an opportunity. So that is why we are always advised to take both, but you have to know when to enter and when not to enter. So with this, yes, yeah, basically just it, right? And to the downside, tap your this thing. It took a while, but yeah, you achieved your aim. So that is basically how the risk entry is. Yes, as simple as that, you know. Just so that is basically it for the entry types. I will be refining as time goes on to as I'm back testing, I'll be refining to make sure I get more entry models to let you understand. But these are the two major types. The other types of entry is just anything that you can imagine. Those ones are basically ways that the structure might be and other things that I might refine. But these are the major types of entries that you need in the Forex market. So thank you for tuning in and seeing you in the next episode.